Recommended listening environment, dark room, comfortable position, headphones on. There is a specific kind of quiet that falls over the Luminara Forest just as the magnificent binary suns dip below the horizon. It is not an empty silence. It is a pregnant one, a collective intake of breath before the great exhaling of light. You know this quiet better than anyone. It is buried deep in your bones, as familiar as the rhythmic ache in your shoulders and the satisfying heaviness in your legs. You are the keeper. And today, like every day for cycles beyond count, you have tended to the giants. You are standing currently on the high promenade, a natural suspension bridge formed by the interwoven branches of the ancient ethel trees. These trees are titans. Their bark is smooth like polished river stone and cool to the touch, silvery gray during the day, but now, in the gathering twilight, they seem to drink in the deepest indigo shadows. Look at your hands. In the fading light, you can see the faint, golden residue of the sun sap under your fingernails. All day you have climbed, harness secured to your waist, harvesting this precious, thick amber resin from the highest canopy leaves that soak up the fiercest daylight. The scent of it is on your skin. A smell like warm honey mixed with crushed pine needles and something ancient, something earthy. It is the smell of honest work. It is the smell of the forest's lifeblood. Your muscles hum with the memory of the climb, the grip on the thick vines, the push of your thighs against the broad branches. It is a good tiredness. It is the feeling of being utterly used up by something you love. Take a deep breath now. The air up here in the canopy is thinner, cooler, scented with the coming night. It smells of damp moss and the faint, ozone-like perfume of the sleeping whisper vines, just waiting to wake up. Let your shoulders drop. Let the harness around your waist feel loose. The hardest part of the day is over. Now begins the ritual. Now begins the magic that is solely yours to perform. You reach into the satchel made of woven silken leaf that hangs at your hip. The fabric is incredibly soft, harvested from the cocoons of the giant nocturnal weavers, almost water-like in how it slips through your fingers. Inside you feel the smooth, cool surface of your resonator tool. It is not fire you carry. Fire is too harsh, too quick for the Luminara. You carry sound. You carry vibration. The resonator is carved from the heartwood of a fallen ethel tree, shaped like a tuning fork, polished by years of your grip until it feels like an extension of your own hand. You walk slowly along the branch bridge. The wood beneath your soft leather boots has a slight give, a gentle bounce that absorbs your weight. You are high above the forest floor, so high that the ground is just a misty concept of deep greens and browns far below. You approach the first lumina node. These nodes grow at the junctions of the great branches. They look like massive, closed flower buds, the size of your head, wrapped in tough, protective sepals, the color of deep twilight clouds. During the day, they sleep, unassuming and dull. You stop before the node. You take a small dab of the golden sunsap from your pouch and anoint the very tip of the bud. It's sticky and warm. Then you gently strike the resonator against the heel of your hand. Hum. A low vibration shudder runs through the wood of the tool, up your arm, and settles deep in your chest. It is a sound more felt than heard, a fundamental frequency of the forest itself. You press the vibrating base of the tool against the node, right where you've placed the sap. The reaction is immediate. yet agonizingly slow, like a deep yawn. The vibration transfers to the plant. The tough outer sepals begin to unfurl, peeling back with a sound like rustling thick paper. And then the light begins. It doesn't flash on. It blooms. From the center of the unfurling bud, a soft, pulsing light emerges. At first, it is a pale, milky aquamarine. It's timid, like a waking child's eyes. But as the vibration continues to feed it, the light deepens, grows richer, saturating the air around you with a vibrant, bioluminescent turquoise. You step back, watching your work. The light is cool, not hot. If you were to touch the glowing center, it would feel like touching the surface of a calm pond at night. It casts long, soft shadows along the branch road. It catches the edges of the leaves above you, turning their veins into glowing filigree networks. You move to the next node, anoint, strike, resonate. And another bulb awakens. This one glows with a soft violet luminescence, a gentle counterpoint to the turquoise. This is your dance, a slow, measured walk across the rooftop of the world. There is no rush. The forest has all night. Step, anoint, resonate, watch. Step, anoint, resonate, watch. With every light you wake, you feel a corresponding knot of tension in your own body unwind. It is as if, by unlocking the light in the trees, you are unlocking the rest in yourself. Your movements become fluid, hypnotic. You are painting the night with light. As you work your way across the high bridge, the forest around you begins to respond to the growing illumination. The darkness is not being defeated, it is being decorated. A large skimmer moth, its wingspan as wide as your outstretched arms, detaches itself from the underside of a giant leaf where it has slept all day. Its wings are like velvet, patterned with swirling galaxy shapes that begin to glow with a faint golden dust as it catches the light from the nodes. It takes flight in slow, languid flaps. Whoosh, pause, whoosh, pause, drifting past you like a silent, floating lantern. You feel the gentle breeze of its passing on your cheek. You pause in your work, leaning against the smooth trunk of the ethel tree, just watching. Below you, the light you have created is filtering down through the canopy layers, catching the mist rising from the forest floor, creating shafts of colored light that pierce the darkness. The sounds of the day, the chittering of the high sun insects, the distant calls of the canopy grazers, have faded. In their place is the growing rhythmic thrum of the Luminara night. Listen closely. Can you hear the faint chime of the whisper vines? As the light touches them, their delicate, curled tendrils unfurl, brushing against each other like tiny crystal wind chimes. Ting, shh, ting. Can you hear the deep, cello-like croak of the root frogs far below, calling out from their damp hollows? Can you feel the hum of the forest itself, a deep, resonant energy that seems to rise up through the soles of your feet? It is the sound of life vibrating at a lower, slower frequency. You have done well up here. The high canopy is ablaze with a soft, breathing aurora of blues, violets, and golds. It is a crown of light you have placed upon the forest's head. Now, it is time to descend, time to go home. You stow your resonator in its soft pouch. You won't need it for the journey down. The lower levels wake up on their own, triggered by the light trickling down from above. You approach the spiral way. It is a natural staircase formed by enormous, bracket-shaped fungi that grow out of the side of the colossal central ethel tree. Each fungus step is wide enough for 3 people to walk abreast, feeling spongy and firm underfoot, covered in a soft velvet moss that glows with a faint, steady green luminescence. You begin the long walk down. The air changes as you descend. It becomes richer, thicker, smells earthier. The scent of damp soil, of ancient roots, of giant moonsponge mushrooms releasing their spores, fills your senses. It's a grounding smell, a comforting smell that speaks of safety and enclosure. Around you, the forest mid-levels are waking up in a riot of color. You pass clusters of bellflowers hanging upside down from vines. As the light from above hits them, they open, releasing puffballs of glowing pollen that drift in the air like golden snow. You see the slow, deliberate movement of a moss sloth on a nearby branch. The creature is covered in symbiotic algae that glow deeply green. It turns its head slowly to watch you pass, blinking its large, calm eyes once, twice, before slowly returning its attention to the glowing leaf it is munching on. Its absolute lack of hurry is contagious. You find your own steps slowing down to match its pace. Down here, the light is more diffused, deeper. You are walking through an aquarium of air. Everything is saturated in deep blues, emerald greens, and soft purples. The shadows are soft and welcoming. Places to curl up in, not places to fear. Your legs are tired now, really tired. Every step down the fungi stairs feels heavy, but it's a relief to be moving downward, letting gravity do some of the work. Your knees ache with a dull throb that tells you today was a good day, a full day. You reach a wide platform where a waterfall cascades down the side of the tree trunk. But it's not just water. The water carries bioluminescent plankton from the upper reservoirs. It looks like a curtain of falling liquid diamonds. You stop here. You cup your hands under the falling water. It is shockingly cold, brilliantly refreshing. You splash it on your face, washing away the sweat and dust of the high canopy. The coldness makes your skin tingle, a sharp contrast to the warm, humid air. You drink a handful. It tastes pure, mineral-rich, like drinking liquefied stone in moonlight. You dry your face with the sleeve of your soft, woven tunic. You feel clean. You feel ready to rest. A little further down, hidden behind a curtain of glowing whisper vines, is your home. It is a natural hollow in the side of one of the oldest ethel trees. The tree has grown around this space, creating a womb-like cavern just for you. The entrance is round and smooth, worn by generations of keepers before you. You push aside the vines, they chime softly in greeting, and step inside. The feeling of sanctuary is immediate. The air inside is still and warm, smelling of dried herbs and the comforting, musky scent of the tree itself. The space is softly lit by natural moonsponge mushrooms growing from the walls. You don't need to wake these. They glow perpetually with a warm, buttery yellow light, just bright enough to see by, soft enough to encourage sleep. You unbuckle your climbing harness. The weight dropping from your hips is an immense relief. You hang it on a wooden peg by the door. You take off your satchel, placing the resonator tool on a small table carved from stone. You remove your boots. Your feet, finally free, tingle with gratitude as they touch the soft, thick moss rug that covers the floor of your home. The center of your space is dominated by your resting place. It is not a bed on the floor, but a vast hammock woven from the thickest, softest silken leaf fibers, suspended across the back of the hollow. It is filled with plush cushions stuffed with the downy seed fluffs of the giant river reeds, and heavy blankets woven from warm, insulating wool moss. But first, nourishment. You move to the small hearth carved into the stone wall. There is no fire here either. Heat comes from a geothermal vent, a natural warm stone that radiates a steady, gentle heat. Sitting on the stone is an earthenware pot that has been steeping all day. You ladle the dark purple liquid into a wooden bowl. It is an infusion of star anise roots and calming night bloom petals. The steam rises, warming your face. You hold the bowl with both hands, letting the heat seep into your tired palms and fingers. You take a sip. It is warm, slightly sweet, with an earthy undertone that seems to coat your throat in relaxation. You can feel the warmth traveling down to your stomach, radiating outwards to your limbs, loosening the very last knots of tension in your back. You take your drink and move to the hammock. You sit on the edge, swinging slightly. You look around your small domain. It is simple. It is safe. It is yours. Outside the round doorway, the forest is humming its nightly song. You can see flashes of light, a skimmer moth passing by, the distant pulse of a large node you lit hours ago. You are separate from it now, tucked away in the heart of the tree, but you are still connected to it. You finish the tea, setting the bowl aside. You climb into the hammock. It accepts you completely. The silken leaf fabric conforms to your body, holding you, supporting every tired muscle without pressure points. It feels cool against your skin at first, then quickly warms to your body temperature. You pull the heavy wool moss blanket over you. It has weight to it, a comforting heaviness that presses you down into the hammock, grounding you. It feels like being hugged by the earth itself. You tuck it under your chin. You lie on your back, staring up at the curved ceiling of your hollow. The warm, buttery glow of the moon sponges on the walls casts gentle, shifting shadows. Your body finally gives up its fight against gravity. You feel yourself sinking deeper into the cushions. Your feet, which climbed mountains of bark today, are now still. They feel heavy, warm, and loose. Your calves and thighs, which pushed you upward for hours, are turning to liquid. The ache is fading into a dull, distant hum. Your hips, your lower back, sink into the support of the hammock. Your shoulders, which carried the weight of the harvest, drop away from your ears. Your hands, curved and still on your chest, are open and empty. Their work is done. You listen to the world outside. The hum is deeper now, slower, the heartbeat of the Luminara. Thrum, thrum, thrum. It matches your own slowing heart. You focus on the doorway. Through the round opening, you can see a single patch of the canopy far above. You see the lights you lit, the turquoise, the violet. They are blurring now. They are not separate lights anymore. They are just a soft, swirling nebula of color in your vision. Your eyes are so heavy. Every time you blink, it takes a little longer to open them again. The warm yellow light inside your hollow is making your eyelids feel like lead. You think back on the day. It flows past your mind like a slow river. The climb, the sap, the vibration, the light blooming. It was a good day. You did your duty. The forest is awake because of you. And now, because the forest is awake, you can sleep. The tree you are lying inside is alive. It is ancient. It has held thousands of keepers before you. It is holding you now. You can almost feel its incredibly slow breath surrounding you. You are safe inside its heart. Let go. There is nothing left to hold on to. Your breath is slow, deep, rhythmic. Inhale the calm, exhale the day. The lights blur into darkness. The hum fades into a soft vibration that rocks you deeper into the hammock. You are drifting down, past the roots of the trees, into the warm, dark earth. Down, deep, sleep.